The April 1st, 2025 launch date has arrived. The Unified Pension Scheme, or UPS, is officially live in the market. If you are one of India's 23 lakh central government employees, the rules dictating your retirement now involve an active choice between two distinct frameworks. You are now forced to make a direct choice. You can stick with the familiar, market-linked system you already know, or pivot to a brand new alternative offering guaranteed defined benefits. This decision dictates your future cash flow. One path provides a predictable monthly check for life, while the other offers a portable investment account and a large lump sum. There is no single correct answer that applies to everyone. Picking the right scheme requires identifying the exact financial engine that matches your specific career trajectory and risk tolerance. For over 2 decades, the National Pension Scheme, or NPS, required you to tie your retirement hopes to the unpredictable fluctuations of the stock market. The UPS removes that anxiety. It replaces the movement of the market with a defined, legally guaranteed benefit. Think of the new system as a vault. It prioritizes predictable, consistent payouts, insulating you from global economic downturns and market crashes. But this structural certainty requires a trade-off. By choosing the vault, you give up the possibility of extreme market growth. The government is offering to absorb your market risk completely. In exchange, you have to trade away your financial flexibility. Let's break down the old NPS equation. You pay 10% of your salary, the government matches with 14%, and your final payout remains a variable, dependent on market returns. Under the active UPS, your contribution stays at exactly 10%, but the government increases their share to 18.5%. That higher government contribution locks in a guaranteed monthly payout equal to 50% of your average basic salary from your final 12 months of service. To secure that 50% guarantee, you have to meet one major condition: a mandatory 25-year service period. This 25-year requirement shifts the calculus for younger employees or anyone who might consider moving to the private sector down the line. UPS operates as a loyalty multiplier. It rewards a full career in public service with absolute financial certainty. If you serve fewer than 25 years, but still manage to cross the 10-year threshold, the UPS provides a rigid safety net. Hitting that 10-year mark guarantees you a minimum pension of 10,000 rupees every single month. However, if you leave government service before hitting year 10, you lose access to these defined benefits. This is where the old system remains relevant. NPS is highly portable, allowing you to take your entire accumulated corpus with you if you resign early. While the 10-year safety net prevents total ruin, the result is a framework where mid-career transitions to the private sector come with a significant reduction in potential pension benefits. The UPS addresses the erosion of value over time through a mechanism called dearness relief. This chart shows how dearness relief protects your purchasing power. As the red cost of living line goes up, your blue UPS pension line automatically adjusts upward to match it, exactly like an active salary. Compare that to the green NPS line. With NPS, retirees must continually rely on their investments outpacing inflation, meaning market dips can actively compress your lifestyle. Dearness relief removes that stress completely. You maintain the exact same purchasing power regardless of how high inflation climbs. This is the trade-off for leaving the stock market. You give up the chance for exponential growth to secure absolute immunity to inflation. We have to look at the long-term trade-offs regarding what happens to your money after you pass away. Under UPS, if tragedy strikes, your surviving spouse is guaranteed to receive 60% of your pension for the rest of their life. However, once both you and your spouse pass away, the pension stream ends. Your children do not receive the remaining balance. This is a distinct advantage of NPS. At retirement, you can withdraw 60% of your corpus as a tax-free lump sum. You retain full ownership, meaning whatever remains can be passed straight down to your children as generational wealth. The trade-off is clear. UPS secures your partner until their last day. NPS provides a capital asset for your descendants. With both schemes active, your choice comes down to your career profile. First, the government lifer. If your goal is zero market anxiety, guaranteed lifelong security for your spouse, and you plan to stay in government until retirement, UPS is the logical selection. But what if you are a career jumper? If you want the flexibility to move to the private sector, desire a tax-free lump sum at retirement, and want to leave wealth to your kids, NPS remains your most effective tool. Review the data for your specific situation. Make your decision based on your 10-year life plan rather than current headlines. Share this breakdown with colleagues who are making the same choice, and subscribe for more objective financial navigation to protect your family's future.